What's up, guys? This is Josh from Running Scared Motion. Or Jesus, it's not. It's RSMP RC. What's up, guys? This is Josh from RSMP RC, and I'm here with Suckfish Racing.
Hi there, guys. Robert here.
Robert, it's nice to meet you. What are we doing here today? We're sitting in the middle of the track, obviously, but for what?
I was going to say, today we better watch out for the jump. This is Rocky Hill Raceway. If you've never been here, this track is phenomenal. Pictures, even the video, won't do it justice on the elevation, on the change of it. The track is just fun to drive. It's actually a horse pasture.
That's what I heard of. 2 years ago, this wasn't a track, right?
It was a horse pasture.
Yeah, they did a lot of work in the 2 years. One thing we noticed is, I mean, even the way the track's laid out, none of the tubing's moving. I mean, everything's really secured, and it's just nice. It's good to see the labor of love. And then, you know, we started talking to some people in the community, and same thing that we saw at RC Madness. I mean, everybody's just on board to help each other, and they want to see each other succeed. So, what got you into racing, man? Let's talk a little bit about that.
I've been racing 36 years now, RC. And I actually started with Chris Marcy back in the day at Bill's Hobby way back. And just love it.
Nice.
We raced everything from 10th scale up. And 5th scale, we just actually, all three of us, just started 2 years ago.
Really?
Really.
When this track opened, it was that?
Just before it opened.
Well, so I'm going to ask you, 5th scale, obviously, we've noticed some differences, but what attracted you to the 5th scale? Why you choose that over 8th or 10th scale?
5th scale, I'm 58. I can see the truck because it's big enough, and that's no lie. It's just been a great, the whole community of 5th scale. We all help everybody. I mean, you got a part, go get it from him and that, and we've just had a blast.
This body here, I've noticed, is it's pretty nice. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, this is from one of my buddies, Monardo. He's been painting bodies for me for 22 years. I just love it. My fish has been on all my bodies for 20 years.
Nice. Now, what is Suckfish? How'd you come up with Suckfish
Just
Racing?
A stupid name. My buddy used to be on the stand and yells, I suck, I'm going fishing. And so I called him Suckfish, and it just stuck.
So I'm here with Brian, and we're at Rocky Hill Raceway, and talk a little bit about racing, Brian. What got you here today? What got you into this?
That crazy guy over there, Bob from Suckfish Racing. I actually started before him. We've probably been racing around the same amount of years, about 20 years. And for me, it was just to get away from the wife and the kids and go out with the guys and have a good time.
Blow some steam up? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So you've been racing with him for 20 years. I got to ask, who's faster?
Oh, he is. I ain't gonna lie there.
Okay. I respect the honesty. I really do.
Yeah. He's got a lot of trophies in his cabinet at home. Let me tell you.
Nice. Well, what keeps bringing you back to the track? Why do you keep showing up and racing? What does racing mean for you?
I don't know. For me, it's just get out and have some fun. I don't care if I win or hit the podium. I just want to get out with the boys, have a good time, get around track. I've always liked to go fast. Can't afford a real drag car, so here it is.
Nice.
Here we are at the RC 5th scale. I just like the sound and the smell and just the atmosphere. The whole atmosphere to the 5th scale is off the charts. Like Bob said, everybody helps everybody. If somebody needs a part, somebody has one, they'll go over and give it to you. They'll probably even fix your truck for you.
Yeah. So
it's just a good time. It's a good group of people.
So my name is Bernardo. You can find me on the net pretty much anywhere. I'm around. I started racing with these gentlemen, these other two guys, 22 years ago. They reached out to me on a forum and asked me if I could paint some stuff for them. Then they asked me to drive out because they were cheap. Didn't want to spend money on gas, and so I drove 2 hours to meet them at RC Madness. Phenomenal track in Enfield, Connecticut. They do a lot of racing out there, and so I've been racing with these gentlemen for 22 years.
Nice. Now, what got you into racing? I know you talked a little bit about the history.
So what got me into racing was I met Bob, and I dropped off this body, and I had an old school T-Max with a 1.5 TRX engine, and that truck was junk. It would snap every time you'd race it. It would break something. And so you'd run it, brake. And so I raced with these, Bob taught me how to race. Bob taught me how to look at suspensions, dial in suspensions, tire choices, air filters. And then Brian would help me out. So even today, this whole weekend, right? I show up, my engine's busted. Bob's like, here's an engine. Brian's over there, help me too. Just the whole 1/5 scale. It's all about the community. My paint jobs, a lot of work goes into them. If you paint, you know what I'm talking about. The number of hours, it's not about the money. It's about for me, it's about enjoying the paint job and and seeing my work on a track win podiums. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, what's it like watching, you know, something that you paint fly through the air? You know, I mean, guys really care about their cars, so for them to put something that you painted on their car, I mean, it means something, right?
Yeah,
That's not just...
I enjoy it. I get it. Sometimes it's a little embarrassing when you go up there and every car on the track is. I painted a lot of bodies here, so when you go up there and everybody has something you painted, it's a little embarrassing, but at the same time, it's kind of like, oh, it's kind of fun.
Oh, that should be an honor, man. I don't know what embarrassing. That's awesome.
You know, it's just kind of funny, but
cool.
Like everybody here is great. And let me just say something about this track.
Yeah.
Best feature about this track is that the more it's run, the more it gets like worn in, and it's called Rocky Hill, right? So as it becomes worn in, the rocks start to come to the surface and becomes another challenge to the track. So yeah, there's elevation changes, and then you have to deal with like shadows on a track that'll play. So that's another part of painting. I take that into consideration is the colors, because with the shadows. But Rocky Hill, it's all about the changes. This place is beautiful. You get to camp, meet good people, and have a good time.
Are you filming me truck filming?